Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're gonna talk
Thank you for your service, bro. But that doesn't give you the right.
300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right,
Every
bro.
day, I'm the best charter captain you will ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right, bro.
Cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Okay, I know I'm pretty late on this one, but I gotta talk about this because it's pretty insane. So a grown man is gonna jump on another man's boat in broad daylight in front of a camera and apologize to me like a man. So I don't know what's going on out there fishing or they're filming Pirates of the Caribbean, Florida, Meth Edition. No idea, but we're gonna talk about this video. It's been all over social media and this guy completely loses his mind. Listen, I can't swim, but we're gonna check out this situation and see what's going on. What happens next? Let's just say this captain's next voyage was straight to jail. Let's check it out.
You tired the other morning?
What, like 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You busting me out?
Nah, that was the dude in that boat. Were you the one that came through the middle of the bridge? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I was here, but you ran in front of the other dude over there. Bro, you ran right through the middle of the bridge while we were all fishing.
In the middle of the night, the guy didn't have any lights on.
Bro, we were all fishing here. The fucking.
Didn't have any lights on.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do this with you, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do this with you, bro. Like, it's not the right time, bro.
You know the laws?
Bro,
Regulations?
bro, you can't come flying through the middle of the fucking bridge, bro.
Bullshit. Yes, I can.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
So I can't swim and I don't fish, but what seems to me right now, I'm looking at the clip, and you probably shouldn't be flying through an area where people are fishing. It can be extremely dangerous. It may have happened at night. That's what I'm hearing. You may not want to do that. Probably not the safest thing to do. So usually, if that's happening, I'm assuming this captain should probably say, you know what, my bad. I guess he was upset someone was cursing at him. I'm not sure if it was the other person or it could be this person filming right now. And I'm wondering if the man noticed that he is being filmed. He may not even notice. I don't know if the guy's holding the phone up in a way that it seems like he's recording what's the interaction, or he's just holding it in a way that it may not be able to notice. But you're gonna see later in the video, if you haven't checked out, this guy, the captain's name is Brock Horner, and he's gonna start losing his mind. He's gonna start losing his shit in a couple of seconds. Let's continue to watch.
What are you trying to do, bro?
What am I trying to
What are you trying to do, bro?
You want to go?
I don't want to fucking go. I want you to get the fuck out of here.
Big tough guy?
Tough guy? You pulled up on me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
Nah, I'm fishing, you like, bro, get out of here. Like, what? What are you trying to do? Act like a tough guy in front of your buddies?
No, I'm not. Dude, all these motherfuckers know I'm tough, motherfucker.
Bro, all right, bro.
So I would say, obviously, one guy is ready to go, right? And the other one is like, nah, I'm trying to chill. So this is usually what happens when you have one really angry man he's obviously upset about something. Something's not going on in his life. And the person filming is not really doing a great job of de-escalating it. He's basically saying, get out of here. That's probably not going to be something that's going to work if you are engaging with someone who's already angry. Telling them to get the F out of here, not a good move. Even though he's saying he doesn't want to go, but he's also not saying the right things to make this situation dissipate. I'm not giving an excuse to the crazy captain that's going to start losing his mind, but clearly, just by the conversation, no one's going to agree on what exactly happened before. So at this point, the more you're talking and the more that it looks like you having an aggressive tone, this Brock Horner is going to go full horns on that ass. So let's continue to watch.
You know what?
Get going, bro.
We're all fucking war veterans. We're all raised.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're going to talk
Thank you for your service, bro. But that doesn't give you the right.
million ass.
All right, bro. All right, whatever. I appreciate you for your service, bro. But you don't got to run through the middle of the bridge, bro.
Dude, if your guy doesn't have his fucking lights
That's
on,
not my guy, bro. That's just another fucking dude, bro.
you have to have lights on.
My lights were on, bro. My lights were on.
So the argument is really Brock should be yelling at the other guy. Gage, the one that's filming this, is saying that I had my lights on. So you still ran through this area here. So you're wrong anyway. Obviously some issues with communication and the idea that, okay, If you have your lights on, you're good to go. He's saying, I had it. So Brock is wrong. He has multiple people on the boat of the captain. Why no one is telling him to chill out? Why everyone is just, no one's speaking. Hey, chill out, dude. Like, all right, we got it. Let's all move on from here. Why is his own people letting him crash out like this? You know why? I'm answering my own question. I think they've seen him crash out multiple times. This is not new for them. I'm assuming.
Hits you, guess what the fuck happens? You die, nothing happens to me.
Right, okay, bro. Keep thinking that.
That sounds like a threat to me.
No, that's the fucking truth, dude.
All right, bro. Keep thinking that.
Put your fucking lights on.
Bro, my lights were on. I wasn't sitting there. Okay, that's not my dude, bro.
Cuss me the fuck out for it.
Bro, I said, bro, you almost fucking hit him. The other dude was fucking cussing you out.
I almost hit him because he didn't have his motherfucking lights on.
Bro, you shouldn't come flying through the middle of the bridge. You know people fish here, bro.
Dude,
I'm sorry, man. I don't know if that's what you want to hear, bro.
yeah, you should apologize, motherfucker.
But, bro,
On the water more than you can possibly fathom in your wild
me
motherfucker.
too, bro. I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right, bro.
Every day, I'm the best charter captain you will ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right, bro.
If you cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Don't hit the fucking fire.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
So this is straight intimidation. Brock's losing his mind. I find it interesting that the people that he was with helped him move that boat towards Gage's boat to intimidate him. And I don't know, he was going to beat him up or something. And clearly no one saw that he was filming. So his friends are, I guess, the war veterans. They didn't want Gage to not say anything. Let them do what they want to do. It looks like Brock was wrong, that he went really, really fast in the area that he is not supposed to. And while one boat didn't have their lights on, one did have their lights on. So this interaction here is extremely, extremely ridiculous. This guy's losing his mind. He's crashing out and he wants to beat up on this young man. This is totally, totally stupid. And the fact that this guy did not recognize that he was going to be filmed, that's how angry this guy is. I don't know what kind of friend you'll have that will allow you to crash out and potentially catch a felony. A good friend would stop you when you're too angry to tell you, hey, bro, chill out, man. Ain't that serious? Calm down. Maybe you did go and fly through the area and someone did have their lights on. You know, like you need honest friends, and especially today's society.
You're gonna cuss me the f-
All right, bro.
in the middle of the
No, bro. Please, bro. Please,
Get back to my
bro.
boat.
Okay. Please.
Can you apologize?
I'm sorry, bro. That was not me, bro.
Yes, it was,
I know it was here, but my buddy was
Take
on the
me
boat.
back to my
Sir,
boat.
I'm a kid, bro. Please,
I
bro.
don't care. You don't cuss me
Yes,
the f- out.
all
and
right.
talk to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You don't do it.
Damn, he had to drive him back to the boat. That's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's pretty intimidating. It's an intimidating situation. This guy is losing his mind. That's the problem. When you're engaging in these situations, and I can't have any reference on this. I don't swim or go on boats that often. But let's say, for instance, this is a driving situation. You have to be careful when you are going back and forth with someone after someone cuts you off. You think you're crazy, you may meet someone crazier than you are. Sometimes you're dealing with a crazy person that's pretending to be normal rather than a normal person pretending to be crazy. So you gotta be careful about that type of thing. I'm just saying in general.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't like cussing you out
Yes,
though, bro.
you were, dude.
I was driving the boat.
Did
Okay.
you not call me a fucking shit?
No, bro.
Yes,
that
you
was
did,
that was
motherfucker.
my friend on the. Okay, I'm
Okay,
sorry, bro.
That was your friend on the boat.
I'm sorry, bro.
You and your motherfucking friend are look at it and come
Yes,
on
sir.
your boat and f- you both up.
Yes, sir.
Do
I'm-
it again and watch what f***ing happens.
Oh, now a friend is saying get back on the boat.
Don't f***ing do it again.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I appreciate y'all, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Well, that was pretty embarrassing. This all went down in Florida, a place that sounds like it's always 3 margaritas deep. And our main character, the crazy captain, Brock Horner, a local charter boat captain with a pretty wild resume. He was an ex-Marine, a combat veteran, charter fishing guy, and now just a big villain. But let's talk about Brock Lesnar's criminal record. I'm sorry, Brock Horner's greatest hits, because I'm not talking about fishing trophies. We're talking about some rap sheet classics. This guy has been arrested at least 12 times as far as I've seen. Some reports say up to 22 times. That's not a record. That is a playlist of bad decisions. He has been booked for felony battery, DUI, weapons on school grounds, driving with a suspended license, and wait for it, probation violations. This man is not good at following orders. And obviously this didn't start last week. His greatest mess up dates went back to his college years between 2003 and 2008. Some people get degrees. Horner collected charges. By 2010, he was still out there with disorderly conduct. And in 2014, he had another DUI. 2016, he was back on a probation violation wave. This man's rap sheet is so long, you could wrap a fish around it. Get it? A fit, whatever. And now he's back doing his usual nonsense. So this is a pattern of predatory, crazy, silly behavior. Now, Horner's job is to literally to be on boats. So he's supposed to take tourists out. He's supposed to help them catch fish, maybe tell a sea story or two. But on this particular day, he caught a felony instead. So what happened was 22-year-old Gage, he was out there fishing, regular day. It was probably pretty chill, no drama until Horner pulls up on his boat, started yelling from across the water like someone stole his lunch money. Then he boards the boat. No invite, no permission. He just hops on like he owns the ocean with his chest puffed out, voice raised, trying to punk this kid on camera. And I would say for Gage, he panicked a little bit, but eventually he realized that I need to de-escalate to a certain extent, staying calm, even apologizing, right? Because this was a whole grown man screaming over a bridge dispute that happened apparently months ago. 2 months ago. Yeah, you hear that right. So he's out there yelling, he's threatening, getting into Gage's face, won't leave, demands respect like he's running some kind of mob crew, not just a fishing charter. So it kind of got weird. And the fact that this whole thing was a delusional, unhinged rant, and with other people on that boat allowing him to behave that way. So this video goes pretty viral, millions and millions of views. People are like, is this man okay? Is this even legal? Is this Florida? Of course it is. As soon as the cops see it, he gets arrested. Brock Horner gets arrested for burglary with assault. Yes, burglary, because under Florida law, boarding a boat uninvited is the same thing as breaking into someone's home. Insert boat captain now navigating the court system. So Horner's lawyer pulls out a statement and tries to paint Brock as a victim. He is a vet. He has PTSD. He's sorry. It was a moment of rage. And look, we all respect service. We respect mental health. But respect isn't a shield from accountability. If you got demons, you got to deal with them. You can't bring them out on someone else's boat like an emotional hurricane. You can't flip out and become Brock Lesnar and want to F5 a kid because it was something he did 2 months ago. Because what Horner did wasn't just a bad moment. This was a full-blown public meltdown that escalated into criminal behavior. We've seen this before, too many times. A person with unaddressed trauma, unchecked rage, and a sense of entitlement goes off, loses his mind, and instead of seeking help, they drag others into their chaos. Your mental health isn't an excuse for aggression. It's a reason to get help before you explode, not after you turn someone's peaceful fishing trip into a viral crime scene. There's therapy, there's counseling, there's group support. What there isn't is a free pass to act like Hulk on a bassing boat. This man didn't just snap. He was stewed. He was obsessed. He held on to this grudge for months and waited for the perfect moment to unleash it. That's not PTSD acting alone. That's a man choosing to be a bully. And when the cameras rolled and the whole world watched, he didn't back down. And that's when we start calling it a mistake and calling it a pattern. So yeah, we honor your service, but we also expect you to live by the same rules as everyone else, because your moment of trauma becomes someone else's trauma. That's the moment society needs to step in. Hopefully he learned a lesson. Go get some anger management, dude. So what do we take from all this, guys? If you are a boat captain, act like one. Don't turn your midlife crisis into a potential WWE match. If someone disrespected your boat months ago, maybe, just maybe, let it go, because anger is like a fishing hook. If you don't reel it in, it's going to drag you overboard. So the moral of the story, if you're feeling angry, bit of rage, don't board someone else's boat. That's burglary. How about you board a therapy session? That's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.